Hey, what's up, YouTubers, day traders, and market participants? I have a really good video here for you today. It is going to be stocks that are geared to have a nice continuation move to the upside in this next coming week. I'm actually going to dive into the charts in this video and go over all of the key setups that are present that shows you that the party is going. You never want to be early to the party when it comes to stock picks. If you're early to the party, what does that usually mean? That means you were there setting up the equipment. You were there putting up the balloons, getting everything in order. In financial relationships, that means you are in cahoots. That means your best friends have all the yachts, your best friends are the stockbrokers or the bankers, right? That's when you can get in early to a party. I don't have those type of friends. I have to wait for the party to start. I want to see if the music is right. I want to see if the people are there. I want to know where it is. Where's the location? I want all the details before I go to that party. You really want to think about that because when you show up early, you might be at the wrong party. It could be a suckers party where there are blood suckers and they are there to drain you. They are there to take your money. You could be showing up at the wrong party. So it's all about finding the right party. I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at this coming up week. Guys, you're going to love what I have for you, so stay tuned. All right, to start the video, we're going to start with the stocks that I am already in. All right. And listen to me. That does not mean go in and buy it right away. That means I have found where the party is. I found a very good setup. If there's a pullback within the still range of the bar, if the pullback is still valid for the setup, then you can take it. But this is not a suggestion for you to buy, sell, or hold. This is what I'm doing. So do your own due diligence. And this is what I am just doing my own technical analysis over the weekend, getting ready for the market to do what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll say but that means that I am really referring to me, myself, and I. Guys, let's start with the ones that I'm in. So Verizon. Verizon looks really good off the weekly. We have a good last candle take over red with the moving averages directly under it in a very, very tight range. So I do like to see that. I do like to see that this huge green candle also was touching the 20 period moving average. Where could Verizon go in a sense? And I like to see that we have this range being made here. So we have the bottom here, top here, bottom here, top here, and you're kind of narrowing in. But then notice how these are all stair stepping up. These have been kind of equal. So I love to see that we have this next leg higher that we could push through and maybe get here again. Here would be crazy. That would be fantastic. But I like where Verizon is positioned with nice, good volume and the 15-minute chart here. We're only one day above the 15-minute chart. How long can we get extended above the 200 period moving average on the 15-minute chart? A long time. It could be 3, 4 to 5 days. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. Uh, Next to get into that I really like is and ones that I have right now, RTX. I have this as well. This looks really good also from the daily perspective, weekly perspective, and 15-minute perspective. All of it is right above that 200 and those crucial moving averages. Here's the 20. This is where I bought in. Green taking out red, key moving averages. And now the next candle. This was a little early, decent volume here, but look at this next candle with lots of incredible volume through the highs. And the 15-minute chart just looks perfect. Now we can see how far these can get extended and move to the upside. Hopefully take out this high and then maybe get to like 140 range as a psychological level. So RTX looks good. Any pullback on this, I would like to keep adding to that position. Walmart looks good too. You can see that on Walmart. Friday was a very good, strong day. Lots of volume as well, with a very big green candle shooting past all of the previous action and even taking out this red as well. So we're kind of up here. We can hopefully get through this, break this 100 mark, and see where we can get to by the end of next week. Also, what looks good is the 15-minute chart. And you can kind of see, and this is really positioned for a really nice move, is that we have these narrow ranges here on the 15-minute chart. So it's been consolidating for a while. It's been gearing up for a push and has been condensed price action Tuesday, Wednesday for 3 days. So that is a solid move up and out of that zone. Break right above. Walmart could be headed to that 105 range. Would be very perfect and amazing to see that happen um, this coming up week. Those are the plays that I'm currently in right now. Um, Like I said, don't rush into any of these. Take time. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold anything. This is what I'm doing. Um, so do your own due diligence, your own homework. Abbott looks very good, very similar. You have volume on a nice candle, taking out red right here. Um, 15-minute chart, you're above the 200. Price action above looks very, very solid. I'm loving what Abbott is looking like. Um, Hopefully we can get through these local highs here and just keep pushing. It looks like, every time we've pushed up here, we've had these really negative reactions to this 135 price level. I mean, it gets to 136, but in there you see some sellers. So we got $3, 2.5 buck move to the upside, which is a great play in the world of options. So looking to probably trim at that 136 level, and then if we end up getting to 141, that would be crazy. What else we got? That looks really good. I like Amazon. Amazon looks good for certain reasons. Um, we just have this 20 moving average here on the weekly that could be resistance, but it looks like on the daily we came down to these crucial levels and it spiked up and regained the 8 moving average, which is good. And then we did it with volume, which is pretty good in a crucial area too. So Amazon on watch for sure. Can Amazon make it through? I would want to see it. I would be very, very cautious because this is a key area. Now that we're under it, we've been under it for so long, under the 20, we're gonna test it, right? We test it, we broke through it, and it wasn't ready. Pushed it all the way down, closed below it. See how you close below it? Now next week, we try to test it again and we close under it. This week, we test it, we hit above it, and we stay above it. But we need to see it do it twice, not just once. It has to repeat itself. So we have to see it break, stay above it twice for it to actually confirm that we are above the 200 moving average or the 20 moving average. 200 is way down here. We're good. We're good on that. Um, Amazon, liking it. I would give this a little bit more time to play out because this is a good candle, has volume in good areas. I just don't like that 20 above it. So not yet my favorite um, one to choose there. But it is nonetheless geared for something good. Let's go to Google. Google kind of the same ordeal. So the Mag 7, we could see a few of them run in tandem, which is kind of what I'm seeing here. A few of them that could run in tandem. You have the 20 here. It looks like we tested and we're doing better than Amazon is handling it. But Amazon kind of spiked up and jumped up. But same ordeal here. Moving averages, higher volume coming into those lower parts, and it was bought up. And that was a crazy last 3 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of the day on Friday. Crazy, crazy. Nothing but straight gas to the upside on Google, which is pretty fascinating, especially on a Friday. Daily contracts probably went crazy. Another one I like, Hims. Hims looks very good. You're above everything here. You have no resistance except for these local highs here. Um, so 56 to 60, I see that being a play easily, and we've pushed already above. We have great um, we have great bulls taking over the bears and a key moving average with higher volume. Love to see it. We're above on the 15-minute chart for the 200. Looks like whatever happened on Friday, someone decided to join the party here at this level. So Hims, very, very strong moving into next week. Um, Palantir, same thing here. This looks great as well. Just the Bulls really showed out here the last day, showing us maybe that next week, boom, 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 that we're really going to make some new all-time highs. I would be very, very cautious if we gap up to 140. I'd be very, very cautious. This was a good sign. This should have been bought around this level whenever that cleared. Boom, you should have punched into that long on Friday, and then just been waiting. Maybe if you already received a good amount of profit from that push to the upside, would have been fantastic. So Palantir looks great for that case scenario. Looks really good. Spotify is up there already. I don't like Spotify as much because of the options. The option contracts have wide spreads. Not my favorite to trade, but once again, key moving average. You got your bulls taking over. Here it happened, but then you had a gap up. That would have been sell the news, or that would have been sell. That was a peekaboo high. Um, Pulled back. Got this crossover here. Crossover here was perfect too. Boom. So let's see what the crossover here brings, and see what type of upward potential we get. This one didn't have as much volume. This one has a lot more volume, so maybe it's ready now to actually bust through and make a nice, good all-time high. Very uncertain of where it could go. I don't really play Spotify that much, but it popped up on my scanner um, due to just the good level it's set up. Here you go. Here's a decent one too. You got UAL showing strength on that Friday as well. Volume wasn't as high as I would like to see it. And then on the daily, on the weekly, you have this overhead resistance here. So um, maybe we get back up into these levels, and then that's where you could see some more pressure coming back into UAL. But as far as right now, not a bad trade to get into it if there's a little bit of a pullback that I'm looking at doing to get to these levels up here. What else? MSTR. MSTR is not ready yet. MSTR is getting really close to being ready. I'm liking where it's at because I know on this other chart that I have, uh, it's just for some reason not here on this chart. I need to add it. But the 200 or the 40 moving average is like right here. So we're going to see if the 40 can hold it in this range before we make a decision here. But I want to see at least a nice green candle form here, taking out these reds, even taking out this red with higher volume. So we're not far from the prophecy playing out here. And then you also have what's really cool is this huge spread here. So we kind of have a nice spread here forming here on the week on the 15 minute. Kind of these double bottoms here. Boom, boom. So MSTR might not be that bad of a position to start uh, as of right now. We'll see. We'll see. Right. Bitcoin had a nice pullback, so we'll see if MSTR can also get that pullback up when Bitcoin starts to rally once more. Um, a sector that's doing good. We're gonna go ahead and jump to the sector. Um, the banks, guys. I was gonna make a video on this, but the banks look very, very strong. Banks are already super close to their all-time highs for most of them. And you just have this great candle over here taking out the latest red with the moving averages pointing up and near the moving averages. And then you have everything just above here with also the 15 minute just now getting started. The 15 minute is just now getting started with 200 here. So we could really see a nice push up from this moment upward from XLF. And that is just the actual uh, that is just the actual indice or sector. But what if I were to say Wells Fargo looks the best in my opinion? Just look at how strong I can show you the other charts, but look at how much stronger this looks and this candle looks compared to some of the other ones. Let's see JP Morgan. JP Morgan, look, that green candle is not as strong. Good volume, but it pulled back and red is still kind of overhead for sure. And on the 15-minute chart, it doesn't look as clean. Citigroup, I believe, looked a little bit better. Citigroup just looks a little bit better because they're kind of double tweezers down here. That means all of this action down here was bought up, so it's trying to push higher. On the weekly, you actually are above the opening price of the last week, so that actually looks very good. So Citigroup and Wells Fargo out of the banks look to be my favorite ones. And I think that's going to be it. There's a few honorable mentions here. You have Coca-Cola getting up there. Coca-Cola, same ordeal. Coca-Cola is freeing itself. It's freeing itself from all of this chop here. Look at it kind of going down, wedging down from a flag. And now on Friday, boom, we have a high surge in volume as well, with it kind of breaking up above those key levels. So I can see Coca-Cola being a nice buy right now. Do we get up to these levels? I don't know about there, but 73 would be nice to see for sure. And it take the level of 73. That would be kind of nice to see. So Coca-Cola on watch. Another honorable mention is also Altria. Altria looks fantastic as well. Altria actually did not give up anything on Friday. It just closed and went straight up, breaking through all of these. So that looks really good for another continuation. The high is right around the corner. All-time high on Altria is right around the corner. So we can easily see that. I mean, just imagine if you would have bought some down here. That's just crazy where you get this, especially if you would have got in on this candle, because all of signs look correct. Like this right here, just seeing this star and then a gap up and then a huge surge with the volume being relatively strong, not as strong as this red one. Um, but you can kind of see in the price action that we were able to just literally get right back up to that candle. And then after this candle closed, it's kind of a little riskier shot, but you could have took the shot from there too, just to make that. Um, Now the next shot for sure is if you get in on this one, because that could be another leg that plays out like that. Maybe gets this to 62 range, 63 range on Altria. So kind of crazy there. All right, that is all for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed. There's a lot of in-depth market analysis I'm putting into these charts when I'm looking at them and trying to choose the best ones because I have a whole list that kind of they look very similar, but I've kind of narrowed it down to those ones that I'm hoping will provide the best value and the best moves from where they are currently. So if you did enjoy this or found anything value in it, please like, comment, subscribe. Helps me get out there, helps people see the trading approach that I take with the charts. Because honestly, everything you hear out there and in the news, they that's all geared there to to play their own agenda. The charts really show you what all of the experts are looking at. All right. So do take that in mind. Hope to see you guys in the next one. We're going to get all to the promised land because when there's a will, there's a way. Peace.